Hey folks, ever heard of the phenomenon Victor Gyökeres? Buckle up because the Swedish striker is starring in one of this summer's hottest transfer sagas. Picture a guy who crushed it in Portugal and now wants to force his move to the Premier League. Curious how he's turned this into a cliffhanger? Stick around till the end. To set the scene, Gyökeres joined Sporting CP in 2023 after bagging 38 championship goals with Coventry City, instantly becoming the club's go-to scorer. In 2 seasons, he smashed past 90 goals, won back-to-back Primera Liga titles, and scooped up Player of the Year and Golden Boot awards. But it hasn't been all trophies and glory. Word is there was a gentleman's agreement with Sporting to let him leave if a $60 million bid arrived. Then the club bumped the price up to around 85–100 million, leaving the number 9 furious. Sick of hearing no and seeing his future stalled, the striker pulled a full U-turn, told Sporting he won't set foot in training until the deal is sorted his way. Basically, you negotiate or I don't play. Controversial? Definitely. So why are Manchester United and Arsenal now in the mix? Easy. Both English giants watched him light up Portugal and were primed to bid. Arsenal, with Champions League football, looked the front runners, but Man Uteh, desperate for firepower, aren't backing down. The drama spiked when it emerged. Sporting could lose its top scorer if he goes on strike. President Federico Veranda shot back, denied any verbal deal, and warned the club won't buckle under pressure. Picture this: coach setting up the squad for preseason, sponsors waiting for promo picks, and Gyökeres nowhere to be seen. Fans split between backing his dream and bashing his approach. Makes you wonder how far a player can push to land in the Premier League. Meanwhile, agents hustle in the shadows, bids pop up, and new suitors, Liverpool and other European heavyweights, eyeing a bargain. His market value sits around $70–85 million, but insiders reckon a $60 million sweet spot could seal it fast. Amid the chaos, the question is Gyökeres a visionary who knows his worth, or gambling his career on an all-or-nothing stance? And Sporting, are they blundering by hiking their fee and alienating their star? What's next? Still anyone's guess. Some say Arsenal will up their offer, while United mulls, signing a striker even without UCL football. One thing's for sure, you won't want to miss the next episode of this game of transfers. So, what do you think? Is Gyökeres right to lean on Sporting, or should he have played it friendlier to secure his move? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thought the Gyökeres drama was wild. Buckle up, the Gunners might hijack Spurs' move for Eberechi from Crystal Palace. Yep, that speedy, pint-sized playmaker who scored the FA Cup final winner against Man City. But how can Arsenal swoop in and outplay their North London rivals? Stick around, I'll break it all down. First off, who's this Ease guy? He joined Palace in 2019 from QPR, and over 5 seasons netted 40 goals and slapped on 28 assists. He painted that FA Cup winner versus City, ending Palace's trophy drought. Only a talent like that would draw the big London clubs. Spurs were leading the chase, ready to trigger his 68 Mainers release clause and make him a key piece at the Emirates Stadium. But out of nowhere, Arsenal popped up, leveraging their solid ties with Palace and promising him a starting role. Why the Gunners? Simple, they eyed Rodrigo from Real Madrid, but that deal got pricey. Ez, with a cheaper clause, looked like the perfect cost-effective fix for their left flank. Imagine Arteta tweaking tactics with Ez dazzling in dribbles and long-range strikes. Fans already get goosebumps. But of course, there's the Cold War with Spurs, who won't roll over without a final play. Behind the scenes, Palace is loving it. More suitors mean more bids, potentially driving his price above the clause. Buyer beware when supply and demand get heated. From an analyst's view, Ease might fit Arsenal's free-flowing style better, whereas at Spurs he'd be rotation depth. Which scenario gives him a brighter future? Besides Eze, Arteta's already got Kepa Arrizabalaga and Martin Zubamendi locked down, plus interest in Christian Mosquera and Benjamin Šeško. But let's be real, that creative midfielder could be the magic spark Arsenal craves. And here's the ethical twist. How far can a club poach a rival's target without burning bridges with the selling team? Would Palace stick to Spurs first, then snag a bigger bid from Arsenal? What about Spurs? They want Ease to boost their creativity post-Dele Alli. If Arsenal blocks them, will Spurs bunker up a counter push at Wembley? It's like a movie, a superstar in the making, 2 London giants colliding, millions flying, and Palace directing the action. So, what's the next episode in this transfer showdown? Alright, after that Eze showdown, we shift gears to the Principality. Monaco might rescue Paul Pogba and Ansu Fati's careers. Two stars who've seen peaks and valleys, now eyeing Stade Louis II for a fresh start. CEO Thiago Scuro wants half the squad homegrown in 3 years. Ambitious, but fitting for a club that produced Henry and Mbappe. To balance youth, Scuro's targeting veterans, free agents, or loans like Pogba and Fati. Pogba is a free agent post-doping ban. In 2023, a US prescription supplement led to a positive test, triggering a 4-year ban cut to 18 months by CAS. He denies any intentional wrongdoing and, with Champions League back on the table, is hungry to prove his worth. It was a nightmare, but it's over, Pogba said after CAS reduced his ban. I'm ready to play with integrity again. At 32, he wants to rebuild his legacy and maybe snag a spot for France at the 2026 World Cup. Fati, just 22, saw his star fade after a serious meniscus tear in November 2020. The Barca teen who shattered Clásico scoring records took 9 months to return and never hit the same heights. Even inheriting Messi's number 10, Fati faltered. A 2023-24 loan to Brighton yielded scant minutes and 0 goals. Injuries haunt him, and Barca punted him to find regular action elsewhere. Football is entertainment. I hate boring football, Hutter said. Here, total creativity. Surprise the fans. Don't side pass back to the keeper. Ideal for Pogba's pinpoint passes and Fati's electric dribbling. Hutter's also famed for strong player bonds. He revived Denis Zakaria's career and offers individual care to manage emotions. Monaco's vibe feels welcoming. For Pogba, it's proof he can still lead at top level. For Fati, it's the perfect stage to regain confidence away from injury woes and coaching changes. Low risk for Monaco, high upside potential. These two could be reborn in the Principality. Playing time, passionate support, and financial backing. Now it's down to Pogba's discipline and Fati's fitness. So what do you think? Is Monaco the ideal place to resurrect Pogba and Fati's careers? Which one's got the best shot at shining again in the Principality? Drop your predictions in the comments. Alright, football fans, these were the main stories for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to FUT News to get all our upcoming content and stay on top of the biggest football news out there. Drop a like to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.